What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be basically giving a little rundown on 501st alternative builds. So as you guys know, the 501st Battle Pack has been out for a couple months now, and there's been many different alternative builds that you can come by, and it's basically for people who are kind of, collecting a lot of battle packs and they just want to spice up the builds, because the ATRT and Bark Speeder can get a bit repetitive, and there's many alternative builds out there for you. I will be comparing builds you can make using the parts for ATRT and the Bark Speeder. And real quick, shout out to _LEGO Customs_ on Instagram. He is responsible for all these customs, and if it wasn't for him, this video would not be possible. So big shout out to him. Definitely go and check out his page. He has a ton of different alternative builds up there. So we're going to start this video off by taking a look at the original build, which is the ATRT. So this came out in the 501st Battle Pack, of course, and it was an upgrade from ATRTs. Obviously, ATRTs are notorious for being oversized, which if you guys do want a alternative build that isn't even, it basically doesn't use parts from the 501st Battle Pack, I do have a minifigure scale ATRT video out there if you want to check that out. But for now, we're just going to be looking at this. So it was definitely an upgrade. It's definitely smaller than previous ATRTs, but I mean, if you take a minifigure, it is still leaps and bounds too big. So yeah, if you don't want this ATRT, an alternative build would be a 501st Swamp Speeder. And here's the Swamp Speeder. So this is the alternative build for the ATRT. It uses majority of the pieces are from the ATRT. Actually, I believe it is actually 100% pieces from the ATRT. Correct me if I am wrong, but yeah, all I know is majority of the pieces do come from the ATRT build. So yeah, this is an incredible alternate build. I'm sure you guys have seen this around the internet before, but it really is. I mean, it has 2 seats, as you can see, for 2 clones to sit in. We got a driver on one side, as you can see, and then we have a little command dude on the other side who would be like the guy, commanding the entire thing. I really like how it's like paneled off, it really has that circular look with the flaps, I guess you could call these, I'm not really sure. And then yeah, they use gun pieces to work as the guns in the front, which is awesome. Here's the bottom of the build, pretty clean. But yeah, this is definitely one that I really would recommend you building. I mean, I'm even considering building multiple of these because, as somebody who has bought a lot of 501st Battle Packs, the ATRT gets a bit repetitive. So, that's really why these alternative builds are so great. Here's a little bit of a comparison. We have, so there's the ATRT, and then here's the Swamp Speeder. So yeah, it really just depends on which one you like more, but if you have a ton of ATRTs, I would definitely recommend building the Swamp Speeder. Now on to the Bark Speeder. So the Bark Speeder is actually personally my favorite build from the set. I really like how it looks. I mean, some people are saying it's oversized. I don't really think that. I just think it's a cool looking Bark Speeder. Definitely the best Bark Speeder we've ever gotten in LEGO thus far. It has room for 1 minifigure in the front, got some guns in the back. It does have quite a few stickers, but I mean, there's really nothing else to say other than it's a great build. But as you know, in Star Wars there are a ton of different kinds of speeders, so here is an alternative build to this Bark Speeder. And here is the alternative build. So this build, I'm not even really sure what the official name for it is, but it is a speeder nonetheless, and I definitely am a fan of this model. Obviously, there has been a few renditions of this kind of style speeder in the past, but yeah, it has a ton of detail in the back here. It does have stud shooters, but I feel like they work on this model. Yeah, here's the back, pretty detailed. And the cool thing about this is it does come with a sidecar. So there's the speeder by itself, and then here is the sidecar, which can fit another troop in the back. And basically how this connects is back here on this hinge, you take these clips, put it right there, move it over a bit, and then boom, you got yourself a sidecar. So this looks really neat. So you can have a dude in the back gunning it, dude up here driving it, and it's a pretty insane build. And we're going to take a look here here is it next to the BARC speeder there. They're actually about the same length whenever you add the sidecar or back car, I guess you'd say, in the back. But yeah, honestly, whenever it comes to this, I kind of prefer this one to the side here. But they're both amazing builds. But again, if you have multiple BARC speeders, I would definitely recommend building this. Also, one thing to note about this one is it does use a few parts from the ATRT, kind of like, you know, this piece in the back here. But if you are building the Swamp Speeder, you are able to build both out of one 501st Battle Pack set, so it does work out in that sense. So there we have it, a little bit of a comparison to the original builds to the alternative builds for the 501st Battle Pack. Now, again, like I said, I would definitely 100% recommend making these alternative builds if you do have a surplus of ATRTs and BARC speeders. If you're fine with the ATRT and BARC speeder, just 100% just keep those how they are. But if you ever feel like spicing it up, I would definitely recommend either the Swamp Speeder or the alternative speeder, because they are both incredible builds, and you know, they just spice up your army, give you a few more vehicles to add. And yeah, if you guys did go and enjoy this video, a big thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Also, make sure to check out Lego Customs on Instagram to see even more alternative builds. He is an incredible builder, so I definitely recommend to go check him out. Other than that, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.